If I was going to start my trading career over again in 2023, this is the exact roadmap that I would follow. Traders in the Moneyball trading program use this exact roadmap to help them become consistently profitable traders in 90 days or less, to help them create a first or second stream of income, whatever their desire is coming from trading. Now, I do believe if you do follow this roadmap from start to finish, if you are brand new into trading, you can become a consistently profitable trader, as I have helped thousands of people, made many videos, and I see the common struggles that people go through, and I'm here to direct you to say this is the routine, this is the roadmap, I should say, that you should be following. Now, the first thing that we got to talk about is research. Now, some people might say, well, you should figure out why. Why are you getting into day trading? Why are you getting into trading stocks? No, we're all getting into it for the same reasons. We're looking to make money, a first or second stream of income, quit our 9 to 5 jobs, travel the world, whatever. It's all those same things, right? We want to make money, travel the world, be our own boss, right? So that's our why. I'm going to get into this. There's a lot of side notes that I have to get into, so make sure you stay to the whole thing because we are going to take little detours and problems that I noticed traders going into. Then I'm going to share with you how to fix them. So the first thing is going to be research. We got to watch movies, documentaries on YouTube talking about day trading, documentary TV shows. Go to YouTube, you can see those type of videos. You go to Zero Hedge, Forex Factory, Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance. You don't have to do all these little things, but pick one or two news resources, read up on them in the morning or before you go to bed. That's something that I was doing when I was an electrician. I woke up an extra hour before the markets open, and I would just sit there and read the news, and I would actually write on a piece of paper, and I'd be like, ticker ATC at $7.50. I think it's going to go up. And then I would come back at the end of the day and I would have like 10 tickers and I'd be like, oh, this one went up, this one went up. Earnings came out. What's earnings? Right? So really the first 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, just absorb as much information you can because you're learning a lot about a new skill. Watch a couple live streams. Big thing that you guys need to do is read a book. Go to the library. Don't order one off of Amazon. Go to the library, spend 20, 30 minutes in there, and there are books on day trading that will teach you the basics. Don't buy one necessarily on just one set methodology or anything like that. Get a book that's going to cover everything. What is technical analysis? What is fundamental analysis? What is the trading terminology? What is earnings? What is an IPO? What is a buy limit? What is a sell limit? Like this is all very basic knowledge stuff that you have to learn, right? You can't enter a demo account. You can't get into trading. You can't start opening up positions if you don't know what this stuff is, okay? So this is why, watching beginner tutorials, reading a very entry level book of what is trading, and then reading up on the news every single day. It's something that I do to this day. Every single day, I got to read the news. All right, so just absorb as much information as you can. So there is no concrete, day one you do this, day two you do this. Everybody's on their own different schedule. Everybody's got their own lifestyle, all right? So anybody tells you that this is the 100% way you got to do it, it's my way or the highway, please don't believe them. You should avoid people like that. It's spelling nothing but bad news in my opinion. But at some point after absorbing that information, you're going to understand what the terminology is, what trading is, what forex is, what's a currency, what's a stock, what's a futures market, right? Google is going to be your best friend at this point because you'll be like, what's an IPO? You go to Google, what is an IPO? Okay, what is a currency pair? What is Fed rates? What does high interest rates mean? This is all learning phase that you are going to slowly learn. It's not something that you can pick up very quickly, but you got to put in the work. All right, everybody does it if you want to make this thing work. It's just basic stuff, but like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time. I have uploaded videos in the past talking about brokers that I will list down below into my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel and click on tips playlist, look at that. That's going to be covering the methodology as well as how to become a consistently profitable trader in 90 days. Let's go to number 2. Now, a quick detour I do want to say on this is personally what I recommend staying out of a relationship. If you're already married, I'm not going to say divorce your wife or husband. But you know what? If you're new in a relationship, I personally recommend getting out of that relationship because a lot of time is going to be spent in that relationship, and a lot of time is required to make this work. Like I said, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to lie to you on this. A lot of time is spent. So if you're taking your girl out on dates, spending money, well, that's money that could go into your trading account. A lot of time texting them. Oh, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm looking at the charts. All you do is look at the charts, man. You never spend any time and money with me, right? And it's just such a headache. So you know what? Focus on yourself. That's going to be a point that you're going to hear me talk about. Focus on yourself. I personally recommend getting out of that relationship. A lot of time and money is invested in that, and chances that they are the one for you, chances are they ain't. All right. So that's just a quick detour. Let's get back on to number two. So after you have a solid understanding of, basic research and all that, you're still going to be learning. It's not like an automatic switch. You just know everything. Like there are some things I don't even know about options. If somebody comes to me and they're like, what do you think about this option buy sell here at this number? I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about options. All right. You just got to learn one thing and get really good at it, right? But you have to have a broad sense of knowledge of what different technical analysis are out there, what other traders are looking at. You watch news articles, you read documentaries or whatever, vice versa. Let's move on. Number two, this is where I would tell people once you have that basic knowledge is you want to start investing in yourself. Find a coach, find somebody on YouTube, maybe someone like myself, find a coach and a trading strategy that makes sense to you. All the best athletes in the world have trading coaches, not trading coaches, but they have coaches. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan. If you want to include LeBron James, go for it. Those top elite athletes, they all have many coaches, and they don't just have one. They have strength and conditioning. They have a head coach. They have a quarterback coach. They have a nutrition coach. They have like 7, 10 different coaches, and then they have private chefs. So they have expert knowledge around them at all times. So at this point, you've got to have an understanding of the direction that you want to go. Okay, like this trading strategy of supply and demand makes a lot of sense to me. This trading strategy of price action makes sense to me. This indicator makes a lot of sense to me. Whatever you want to do. I trade supply and demand, and I have a lot of good tips videos for you guys on that information on my YouTube videos, on my tips playlist that will be down below, full of my trading strategy that you can go through, but also talking about brokers and all that. But you really want to focus on one thing and get really good at it. You can't just watch a 1 hour video, 30-minute video, and then you become some master at that trading strategy. There's ins and outs of the market of that trading strategy that you have to learn. And so when you can report to one person and ask them questions like, hey, why is this a good trade? Why is that not a good trade? Instead of trying to figure out, how do I take profits? Why is this way better than this way? Why did I lose this trade? And then you reach out to that one person, or say a random person on social media, they're like, I'm struggling with, you ask them, oh, I'm struggling with take profits. They're like, well, you're taking profits the wrong way. This is how you got to do it. You got to pay me $100 and then I will tell you to do it. Or you start losing 10 trades in a row and then you start thinking, oh my gosh, it has to do with my stop loss management. It has to do with this. So then you start looking at 3 different ways to manage your stop. And then as soon as one stops working, you go to the other. Instead of just focusing on one person, you are branching yourself out to 4 or 5 different people trying to combine and create the best trading strategy system, which ends up failing because you end up dealing with information overload. And if you are not at that stage right now, you will not understand what I just said. But eventually, once you get more research and you start trading and you start going to drawdowns, you are going to realize this is what I'm talking about. And it's real because I get people reaching out to me all the time, and it's something that I dealt with. Talk about having a broker too while we're talking about investing in yourself. I have a video on how to find a proper broker that is not screwing you over, and the importance of finding different trading markets, and about how to find a good broker and brokers that I recommend. That will all be in the description below, select videos that I mentioned throughout this. But like I said, the tips video playlist that I have for you is extremely good. And if you wanted more information on me about how I'm helping other traders become consistently profitable, that will be down below where you can get your free training, moneyballtrading.com. I would love to have you guys sign up. You will also get more information on my whole trading strategy ebook and all my best tips that I would recommend to you to help you on your goal. Strongly recommend. Anyways, let's get back to it. Invest in yourself. Told you it's going to be a ramble because there is no direct path. It's just rough roadmaps. That's what it's got to be, and they're rough time frames depending on how much time that you have available to invest in this knowledge. So what do I say here? Invest in yourself, focus on yourself. Yeah, block out all distractions because, like I said, information overload is real. You're going to have your friends trading forum here, your live chat feed coming from 5 different trading guys on Discord that you sign up to. It's all noise, it's all BS. The best thing that you can do is delete all that, stop following everybody, and focus on your trading style. Okay? What makes a good trade setup? What makes a bad trade setup? You start live trading. I don't recommend I don't recommend demo trading because demo trading isn't really going to teach you anything. Okay? I recommend live trading because that's going to teach you. You're actually going to be a real participant of the live markets. You're going to have real money at risk. Okay, you don't have to risk $500, $1,000 per trade. Open up a $200 account. Risk $5 to $10 a trade, and worst case scenario, you lose $100, $200. If you can't afford a $100 or $200 account, you shouldn't be trading in general. You should be focused on getting your money up back in the research stage, right? Getting your money up, right? Get your money up and then start investing into a live account. But yeah, really recommend trading a live account. You're going to be a real market participant. You are going to feel the highs and lows of a winning streak and a losing streak and being in a live trade. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be $100. Like I said, $5 to $10 because you will feel the live emotions being like, that's a pizza I could have bought today. Man, I just won $20. I just bought myself dinner for the night. It's going to feel good. And like I said, worst case scenario, you lose $100, $200 with proper risk management. Side tip for you, don't ever risk more than 2% per trade. You are going to blow your account. Don't care what anybody else says on social media. Do not trade, do not risk more than 2%. Quote me on that, put it on your forehead, do whatever you got to do. Okay, let's move on. I go on to say, learn the methodology, backtest, journal, review, create a better trading plan. Yeah, so this is typically what I would say when people join my program is, you learn the whole methodology, 30 days, you have a good solid understanding of the trading methodology after rereading the ebook 100 times, going through over the course material, handing in the homework, showing up to the coaching calls. Like I said, you're all invested on one person. There's no need to make a new roadmap for yourself thinking you're anything special. Many people have already paved the way for you. You just have to follow them. It's a lot easier to follow somebody than, say, making your own, map instead of putting yourself on the map saying, I'm going to go at it solo. Time is money, right? Might take you 2-3 years to do it solo, or could take you 3, maximum maybe 6 months if you're under a right coach. So what I go on to say is, learn the methodology. This is where after the first 30 days, I tell people you got to start taking really good trades now. You got to start taking 30, 40 trades. And then after 30 trades, 40 trades, we can review to see what setup is working. Listen to me. This is extremely important because I will see it all the time. Here is my methodology. Here is my trade setup. You take 30, 40 trades, half of them are going to be very good, half of them are going to be very bad. And then we can analyze those trades to say, what makes a winning trade setup versus a losing trade setup? And you'll notice, all my winners are trading with the trend or in a sideways market. They have this explosive move to the upside. It has an engulfing pattern. I don't know. It's lined up with this indicator. It has these 5, 6, 7 things all lined up versus these other bad trades. They don't have them. So what you're doing is you're separating your winning trades versus your losing trades to figure out what is making you money and what is costing you money. This is very important for you to understand that. This is why journaling your trades is extremely important, because if somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I'm not making money, and I say, okay, send me a trade review, and they can't send me a trade review, it's like, I don't know where you're going wrong, man. I don't know. I can't see your trades. I don't know what you're doing wrong. So if you aren't journaling, you're never going to make money in this game, because I don't know a single profitable trader that doesn't journal their trades, because we're always looking to get better. You journal your trades, you can review to see how they get better, right? And right now, if you're still in the research phase, this might be a lot for you to handle, but it's good for you to listen to so you have an understanding so you can come back to this down the line. So you journal your trades, and then after 6 months, I do it every 6 months and every year. I go back and I say, hey, what is making me money? What is costing me money? Right? And I come up with a whole sheet, and then I share it with my group to say, this is what's working for me. This is what's not working. This is what I tested out. Talking about talking about testing out things. Backtesting. Backtesting is a skill that I recommend everybody doing, as it can help you fast track to test the trading strategy and to help you create a better edge for yourself instead of taking 100 trades in the live market, which might take you 6 months to do, versus, let's just say 6 months. Screw it. We'll say live trading, it will take you 3 months to get 100 trades versus demo trading, or sorry, back testing. Versus back testing, it only takes you a day to maybe a week to get those 100 trades. So you can quickly back test to say if something is working or not, and it helps you build confidence in your trading strategy. How do you build confidence in your trading strategy? Knowledge on the trading strategy, back testing, journaling, right? Those three things. That's how you create confidence in your trading system. Okay. And this is where you've got to start creating a trading plan. Like I said, everything for the last 5 minutes, learning this trading strategy, reviewing, creating a better trading strategy, figuring what makes money, what loses money, and focus on what's making you money. That is investing in yourself. Like I said, if you guys want my help, moneyballtrading.com. Let's move to the next point. Oh, I know I ramble on these video guys, but this is really good stuff, guys. I'm dropping golden nuggets, loads of nuggets. You get a load, you get a load. This is good stuff, and I understand it might go over some people's head, but it really shouldn't. This is a hard industry to get into. It's very difficult, but I'm outlining everything about different sections of the kind of roadmap that people are going to go through. And sometimes you go into the third stage, then you go back into the second stage, right? It's an ongoing process, okay? The trader roadmap number 3, review, okay? Congratulations, you are now a profitable trader. And like I just said, reviewing all your trades to see what works and what doesn't, and only trade what does. Focus on becoming a one-trick pony, right? There's no need to trade 10 different trading strategies, 10 different gurus, 10 different signals. Just focus on one trading strategy, on one trading setup, and become very talented at it, and then you can expand your knowledge into different setups, okay? You continue to back test, you continue to journal, you continue to get better. And now this is something I like to say. There's no naked girl at the end of the tunnel. All right, there's nobody sitting there at the end saying, congratulations, you are now a consistently profitable trader. After 2 months of being profitable, of making money consistently, you start thinking in your head, you flip a switch that's like, I've had 2 months now. Like, am I profitable? I don't know. Versus 2 months ago, 2 months prior, that switch was never turned on. If I asked you, are you profitable? 2 months ago, you would have said no. 2 months later, you are now saying, yeah, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, maybe never happened 2 months ago. But you get 1 month or 2 months more on top of that, your brain switches to, yeah, I'm profitable, right? And then you can start taking funding challenges, because I understand people might not have the capital to trade. And so that's why a lot of good programs are out there, funding challenges. Those are great for you. But do not take those challenges, the FTMO, MyForex funds, trader growth, or whatever they are, 5%ers. Don't take those funding challenges unless you are already profitable. Unless you go through investing in yourself, learning the trading strategy, creating a better trading plan, journaling, back testing. Don't take those challenges if you are not making money, because that's how those challenges make money. That's 80% of their profits come from people that take the challenge and fail, probably 90%. And there's no shame in that. You can't hate on people on a business offering that kind of service. They're offering you the opportunity to trade with 200,000, $1 million, multi-million dollars, if you just stay within the rules that they give you. If it's your own fault if you're going off and taking these trading challenges and you're not making money yourself already. So it's not a good thing for you to be doing. Instead, first make sure that you are profitable before you go off and take those challenges, right? And so my goal is to help those traders get to that stage where if they want to do that, great. If they don't and they want to trade for themselves, and people are becoming funded traders all the time. Our eBarrow just became our most recent funded trader. Hopefully we can get him on one of our meetings and we can share some tips with him. And I have many other videos that I have done with traders in the program that are now becoming funded traders, and they share their tips about how they did it. And so that will be in the description below if you wanted to watch those type of videos in the tips playlist. But I also talk about it, moneyballtrading.com. That will be in the description below for you to check out the free masterclass that I have for you on more tips about how to become a profitable day trader. And it's an ongoing thing. Like I said, no naked girl at the end of the tunnel. You're constantly reviewing, reading the news, trying to become a better day trader, learning new skills, right? We are constantly thinking. I'll show up a little image of what it looks like. Like you're learning, you implement, you review, you adjust, right? It's the same thing. There's no naked girl at the end of the tunnel, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and then congratulations, you are now a profitable day trader. So that's how I would do it. And I really appreciate if you guys enjoyed this video too. Like the button, subscribe, and if you have any questions, you guys can always reach out to me on social media at Moneyball Austin, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or you can ask a question down below what you think of this roadmap. Let me know if there's any other tips or things that I left out, and that training will be down below in the description, followed by my broker link if you wanted to sign up with my broker and any videos I mentioned in this. This is a really good guide for you guys on a roadmap how to become a profitable day trader, the exact roadmap that I would tell people. And with this, if you're brand new into this, I would say 6 months you could do it with the proper training. I strongly believe that. If you already have the proper research and you're just struggling, 3 months. I strongly believe that. You're willing to put in the work, it definitely is possible. And for people that are willing to put in the work, I like to put in the work with those traders. All right. So, like I said, appreciate if you guys like the button, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Cheers. Bye bye.